Diabetes type 2. What is it? When you're eating, your body will break down the food into sugar. That's the same as glucose. Your bloodstream will deliver the glucose to the cells of your body, creating energy. Your pancreas makes insulin. The insulin helps the sugars into the cells in your bloodstream. Type 2 diabetes occurs when your body does not make enough insulin, or if you cannot use the insulin properly. If you cannot use the insulin properly, this is called insulin resistance. This results in the sugar in your blood becoming too high. If you don't have enough insulin in your body, or if you have insulin resistance, the sugar cannot enter your cells in your body and it builds up in your bloodstream. If there's too much sugar in your blood, this can cause a lot of problems. It can become serious or life-threatening if it's not treated. It's important to keep the sugar in your bloodstream at a level amount. Diabetes can develop often if people are over 40 or people that are overweight. Also, children and adolescents who are overweight are developing diabetes type 2. More and more people and children are developing diabetes as they become overweight. There are millions of people in the United States who have diabetes, and most of them have diabetes type 2. We don't know exactly what causes diabetes type 2, but there are different factors involved, including age, weight, people not getting enough exercise, a high-calorie diet. These can be important factors that influence the development of diabetes type 2. You have more tendency to develop diabetes if a woman has a child that is over 9 pounds, or if you have developed diabetes during pregnancy. Then you can tend to develop diabetes later in life. If your parents had diabetes, your chances of developing diabetes type 2 are much higher. What are the symptoms of diabetes and how is it diagnosed? There are many different signs of diabetes: frequent urination, thirst, hunger, losing weight or gaining weight. Vision can become blurry. Also, infections of the skin or vaginal area can be common, or fatigue. There's not a special symptom, however, that shows that diabetes is developed. A doctor will interview you and ask you about your history and about symptoms of diabetes. Your sugar in your blood will be tested to see if you have diabetes and used to diagnose the problem. The fasting plasma glucose test, FPG, is used to help determine if you have diabetes. After fasting in the morning, your blood will be tested to see if it has more than 126 level of glucose. This can be an indication of type 2 diabetes. After you fasted overnight after your evening meal, another test could be done to see if you have type 2 diabetes. This is the OGTT, the oral glucose tolerance test. So you will be asked to fast after your evening meal and overnight. You will be asked to drink a sugary syrup, and then you will be blood will be tested 2 hours later. If the level is high, say higher than 200, this means diabetes can be diagnosed. How is diabetes treated? It's important to control the sugar in the blood level and keep it within a normal range. How is it? It's important to measure the sugar in the blood frequently, to eat right, to exercise, and to take your medicines properly. First, regarding measuring your bloodstream, the sugar in your blood will be checked at a regular basis. This is called taking a glucose test using a machine to measure your blood sugar. You'll be asked to prick with a lancet your finger and place a drop of blood on a test strip. The doctor will tell you how frequently to test your blood and check your blood sugar level. When you're labeled with diagnosis of diabetes, you'll first be asked to test your blood more frequently. And then when it's under control, the doctor will let you know how often and if you can decrease the frequency of testing. It's important that you log the information about your blood sugar so that the doctor can review it when you visit him. In the appointment, the doctor will check and see how successful you are at testing your blood sugar and keeping it controlled within a narrow range. There's a test called hemoglobin A1C that's also used to check the control of the blood sugar over a 3-month period. Your blood will likely be tested every 3 months to check for this longer-term control of the blood sugar. Will be used to see if you're being successful at keeping your blood sugar under control over time. This does not replace the need to test your blood sugar frequently or to eat right or exercise properly.